Minutair's recently enacted sales tax will have to wait until next year to take effect. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. And our top story, residents in Minutair may have approved a 1-cent sales tax during the primary election, but it won't take effect until the start of the new year. According to the minutes for their meeting June 11th, the Minutair Council was told by City Attorney Jim Ellison the county was late certifying the elections, which has delayed implementation of the tax. The State Department of Revenue says documents needed to begin collection of sales tax include a city resolution to impose the tax and a verified map of city limits, as well as certified election results. Scottsbluff County Election Commissioner Kelly Sides tells KNEB News the County Canvassing Board started their work May 24th, and the counting of the city's precincts could have been moved up, but there was no request to expedite either the results of the ballot question or the certifications needed by the state. 3 other Nebraska communities that approved new sales tax measures in May had submitted the required paperwork by June 3rd, allowing their new sales tax collections to begin October 1. Well, a 44-year-old Scottsbluff man accused of sexually assaulting a woman at her home last August has been deemed not competent to stand trial. Jesus Hernandez was arrested last summer on a charge of forcible first-degree sexual assault. Court records say the victim was sleeping and woke up to Hernandez sexually assaulting her. She was able to describe the clothes he was wearing to officers who made contact with him several blocks away. This week, the court found Hernandez is not currently competent for trial, but that there is a substantial probability he will be restored to competency in the reasonably foreseeable future with treatment. An August 23rd review hearing has been scheduled in Scottsbluff County District Court. We'll have more news right after this.
Looking for free instead of fees? Platte Valley Bank can help you keep your finances moving forward with no ATM fees. Whether you're headed to the lake, the mountains, or just to the grocery store, you can enjoy the freedom of free ATM access anywhere, anytime. Platte Valley Bank. You belong here.
Life Care promises us that we are looked after and taken care of properly.
If I didn't have Life Care, I would be probably scared to death about having enough money for when I got older or when I got sick.
Moving in here was an easy decision and in fact a no-brainer. I looked at it as actually buying long-term care insurance and in retrospect a good move.
One of the things that convinces me that we did the right thing is no matter what happens, we will constantly be taken care of.
The whole thing is just vital because you don't have to be worried about what's ahead for you. It's there, it's in black and white, and that's reassuring.
This is home. It has been from the day I moved in.
Tri-City Stormwater would like to remind parents and kids that after all the fireworks have gone off, take time to pick up and clean your litter. Without your help, firework packaging and paper can clog our storm drains, and the residual metals and toxic chemicals enter and pollute our waterways. Fireworks are a great way to celebrate our freedom, and with a little help, we can keep our water free of pollution. It's our water, our responsibility.
Welcome back. The first reported human West Nile virus detection for the 2024 season has been found in the Douglas County Health District through the routine screening of blood donations. There have been 2 mosquito pools that have tested positive for West Nile so far this season, which were located in Douglas County Healthy District and Two Rivers Health District. West Nile is the leading cause of mosquito-borne disease in the United States. Dr. Timothy Tesmer, Chief Medical Officer for the Nebraska DHHS, says the best thing the public can do to protect themselves from West Nile is to avoid mosquitoes and take preventative measures to keep themselves and their loved ones safe. Well, a man named in a warrant for a homicide in Richmond, California was arrested by law enforcement near the Walmart in Ogallala Tuesday evening. Keith County Attorney Randy Fair says the Ogallala Police Department had been advised earlier in that day to be looking for a white Prius with California plates associated with Arsenio Jose Fernandez Marquez. The car was found unoccupied in the Walmart parking lot, with police and Keith County Sheriff deputies waiting until Fernandez Marquez got into the car and started driving to move in and make a felony traffic stop nearby. Troopers with the Nebraska State Patrol soon arrived and the suspect was handcuffed. Fernandez Marquez is currently being held in the Keith County Jail, and it's expected that he'll be extradited to Contra Costa County, California. And weather permitting, work will begin on Monday on an 18-mile stretch of Highway 71 in the far northern Panhandle. Work includes asphalt milling and paving, and during the road work, traffic will be maintained with lane restrictions and a pilot car and flaggers. A 12-foot width restriction will be in effect with an anticipated completion date of September of this year. Motorists are reminded to drive cautiously in and near work zones, to buckle up, and to put those phones down.
Fly United Airlines, operated by SkyWest with Western Nebraska Regional Airport. United is dedicated to going the extra mile for you with daily flights to and from Denver, along with a commitment to excellent service. Reserve your flight today, and remember, United miles can be earned and redeemed with your flights. While at the airport, stop and enjoy authentic Italian food at Roma Italian Restaurant. Plus, Hertz Thrifty Car Rental is there for your car rental needs. Make life easier, relax, and get on board with Western Nebraska Regional Airport.
Welcome to Kelly's Liquor, your liquor cabinet. Whether you're a wine enthusiast, a whiskey sommelier, a tequila connoisseur, or you just love your beer, Kelly's has the best selection of what you're looking for. Family owned and operated since 1946 and right on 27th Street in Scottsbluff. Come see us today at Kelly's Liquor, your liquor cabinet. And remember to be a good neighbor. Don't drink and drive. Kelly's Liquor, West 27th Street in Scottsbluff.
This is KNEB.TV Ag News from the Scottsbluff Body and Paint Ag Desk. Scottsbluff Body and Paint, you're driving home our reputation.
Jeff Peterson, the president of Heartland Farm Partners, is our guest. Jeff, USDA quarterly stocks report and acreage report, as I mentioned, came out, and the markets do what markets do. They trade the information. What did you see?
Yeah, it was really interesting. You know, we did get some surprises, which I guess these reports can do that. Coming in first on the corn acres, 91.475 million acres. That was a surprise. The trade was looking for 90.269, so it was up 1.2 million acres from the average trade estimate. And when we go back and look at the March prospective planning report, it's actually up 1.439 million acres from there. So a higher overall corn number. On the soybean side, soybeans came in at 86.1 million acres. You know, the trade was looking for 86.861 million acres. So that actually came in 761 million acres below what the average trade estimate was. And that would be 410,000 acres below where it would have been in March. So that gives us an idea from the acre side. A couple things, comments about the acres. I think going forward, what we're going to find is that even though they didn't talk about special surveys, there is still a number of acres out there that are I would say, as a result, probably didn't get planted. So I think this will be the biggest corn acre number we'll see on the planted side. The other thing that we didn't discuss too much yet is the harvested acre number going forward because of the amount of flooding that's happened. Bryce, I think what we'll find is that we'll actually see that harvested acre number come down also in the future.
Well, with all this information, we have to combine the June acreage report with the quarterly stocks because those reports coming out at the exact same time. Any surprises or things of note for the stocks?
Yeah, on the quarterly stock side, yeah, it did come in a little bit higher also, 4.993 billion bushels. That's up about 126 million bushels. Over on the soybean side, about 13 million bushels higher.
So, Jeff, let's talk about where we go from here. The market's going to digest this information right now. Corn is trading lower as a result, and beans up about 10 as you and I sit and have this conversation. What's going to be important moving forward?
Well, we're seeing some recovery in the markets, after we saw kind of the initial pressure on this. I think the markets are going to go back looking at the U.S. and also world weather from here. So I think we're putting in some major lows here at this moment, Bryce.
All right. Appreciate the information. Jeff Peterson, he's the president of Heartland Farm Partners, our guest. here in the noon hour.
Benzel Pest Control has been the Wyoming and Nebraska area's most committed professional pest control company. We have 4 generations and nearly 50 years of experience serving Nebraska, Wyoming, and Colorado, as well as certified entomologists on staff. So whether you're dealing with spiders, wasps, rodents, or any other unwanted visitors, give Benzel Pest Control a call today for an estimate at 888-229-2128 or visit our website at benzelpestcontrol.com.
Let's take a peek at your weekend community calendar brought to you by Riverstone Bank. The community calendar is brought to you by Riverstone Bank. We're local and we love our community.
You deserve to have a building that will last for generations. With more than 110 years of experience and thousands of satisfied customers, Morton Buildings is the industry leader you can trust. If you're planning for a garage, farm shop, horse barn, storage building for your RV, boat, or collectibles, there's no better time to buy. Contact your local Morton sales office or visit mortonbuildings.com to get started today.
Tired of feeling stuck? Not sure if you are on the right track? Platte Valley Bank can help keep your finances moving forward with checking account options to fit your lifestyle and an online account chooser to make finding the right account easy. Control your financial future with helpful budgeting tools and automatic savings plans. Now is the time to enjoy the ride with Platte Valley Bank. You belong here.
And finally tonight, the impact of work being done by the Gering Convention and Visitors Bureau was highlighted during this week's City Council meeting. Michael Gillen made the presentation Monday, noting the message of Gering and Western Nebraska as a destination is growing, including among tour bus operators. Gillen said at this year's America Bus Association Marketplace meeting, Gering CVB was able to sign up 8 new operations to stop in the region.
Motor coach on average spends about $10,000 a day when they're in our community, so it's great income for our community, and so it's very worthwhile efforts to get out and get our name in front of those tour operators. Gering area will welcome a total of 16 motor coach tours. So we had those 8 new ones, but we will have 16 motor coach operators coming to our community. So I think that's a pretty cool feather in our cap.
Gillen praised Director Carla Needen-Streaks for all of her efforts and noted there's still a lot of events to come this summer in Gering, drawing in even more tourists. Well, that is it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great weekend. See you back here on Monday.